All right, in this exercise, they want us to find the indicated measure in parallelogram EFGH. So, they give us a bunch of angles here they want us to solve for. What I am going to do first is just solve for all the missing angles in this parallelogram. All right, so first things first, find the missing angle in parallelogram EFGH. How do we know that this is a parallelogram when the parallel sides are not indicated? Well, the thing is, this symbol right here, that symbol right there indicates that this figure is a parallelogram. All right, so since we're given this symbol as a parallelogram, the definition of a parallelogram is that opposite sides are parallel. So in the diagram here, I am going to mark the top and bottom sides parallel, and I'm also going to mark the left and right sides parallel. All right, because that's the definition of a parallelogram. Now that we have that out of the way, I am going to solve for missing angles. All right, I'm going to erase those markings, but just know that the opposite sides are parallel. Now, one of the great things you can do when you have parallel lines, you can look for a Z shape or an N shape, okay? And use the parallel lines in that Z or the N. So see this angle 45 right here? I am going to draw a Z shape around that 45. Okay, and remember the top and bottom are parallel. And now what we have are alternate interior angles. This one right here is congruent to this angle right here. Okay, so if this one is 45, then this one right here is also going to be 45. And I can do that with the 85 as well. All right, if I can make a Z shape or an N shape around the 85, I can go like this, and like that. Okay, I use the left and right parallel lines, and this angle here and this angle here, I'll use two markings because I used one marking for the other angle. This angle right here, these are alternate interior angles. All right, and alternate interior angles are congruent. So this one here is also going to be 85. Now, let's see, what else can we do? Well, if you look at the diagonals, we can use vertical angles, okay? Remember, for the vertical angles, you look for the X shape. All right, so this one here, diagonal, and this diagonal here make an X shape. If this angle here is 60, this one here is also going to be 60. So I'm going to fill in the 60 right here. All right, and remember, a straight line is 180. All right, so right here is a straight line. That's 180. So this one right here is just going to be 180 minus 60. All right, let me get rid of that J right there. I'm going to white it out. All right, and solving for that angle right there. If this one is 60, this one is 180 minus 60, so that's 120. All right, see, this is a straight line, straight angle. These two combined have to be 180. And the verticals, again, if that's 120, then that one is also going to be 120 right there. All right, so we have those two. Whoops. And for the rest of them, we can really just use the angles inside of a triangle. Okay, this is a triangle here. The angles inside of a triangle add to 180. So if this is 60 right here, and this is 85, this one right here is just going to be 180 minus 60 minus 85. Okay, that's 120 minus 85, that's 35. It's a 35-degree angle right there. All right, and again, we can make a Z shape. All right, if this one is 35, we can make a Z shape. We can make a Z shape around the 35. Like that, and like that. Okay, if this one is 35, this one here is also 35. All right, and really, we didn't even need to do that. That's because we have 85 and 60, and we have 85 and 60 here as well, 85 and 60. So if this was 35, we knew this one would also be 35. Finally, look at this triangle. We have 120 and 45. So this one right here is going to be 180 minus 120 minus 45. So that's 60 minus 45. That's going to be 15. And then this one here is also going to be 15. Okay, because of the Z shape or the N shape. All right, so those are all of the angle measures inside that parallelogram. All right, and if they ask you, let's say they ask you EHG, you would just take these two angles here and combine them. 35 plus 15 is going to be 50.